DJI Status December 23rd is coming. Got that coming up next. Bill the Drone Reviewer here. If you like the content of this video or anything on my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any future content. With that, let's begin. The other night, I hosted Rotor Talk Live and was joined by Mr. Ron Brott. We spent the better part of the evening discussing all the latest about the DJI ban, including a video that came out by Russ from 51 Drones and an article regarding that we wholeheartedly agree with. So without any further ado, let's roll that clip in its entirety. One of the things here that I wanted to go ahead and focus on, and I really like, I like Russ, and I think Russ has some great videos, but he really kind of hit the nail on the head on this one. And I know Rick Smith did too, because I tossed a coin on this, and I wanted to get.
Yeah, Rick put a great video out there this weekend. Yeah,
I wanted to go ahead and get this one out here. And this one's from Russ, and I think next week I do want to talk about Rick's video, and we're gonna talk about that next week here. Let's get one thing straight about the DJI ban, okay? This rumor is false, and Russ goes into it. I mean, it's real simple. The biggest misconception here is so many people believe the drones they currently own will suddenly stop working on December 23rd. The ban does happen, okay? And more fuel was just added this information this past week when the FCC approved for itself that it could retroactively ban access to our network to products that had previously received approval. So many people think this means that once a proposed rule goes through all the hoops and finally gets approval, the current drones will no longer work. It will be legal to fly in the United States. And I hope this is what you get. I hope this is a takeaway from this video. If you currently own a DJI drone or action camera or power station or anything for DJI, it will continue to function normally should an FCC ban occur. On December 24th, every DJI product that you have will continue to work, okay? What about a firmware updates, okay? Nobody's officially stated about that. We don't really know after the fact. Anyone who tells you they know for certain what will happen with product firmware updates really has no clue. But the one thing that I want to tell people is this, okay? There's a thing called DJI. There's a thing you can download called DJI Assistant 2 for consumer drones, okay? It has every firmware update for every drone that DJI currently has out there, all right? And that's available on the web, and those downloads are available on the web. It's not tied, you can go out there, and if, your drone matches what's on there, you can go ahead and download that. I want to make sure that people do know that, okay? Understanding retroactive ban. So what's the latest move from the FCC mean when they say retroactive? Let's assume you get one of these for the holidays, Mini 5 Pro. Will it be bricked? I mean, a waste of money since it's now after the FCC deadline, December 23rd. No, because it's already purchased and was purchased as an FCC-approved device, and it does have that, okay? Now, what if you purchase this drone on January 1st? Will it work? Will it be legal to fly? Yes, because the Mini 5 Pro has already received FCC approval. And even though the FCC may vote to ban it retroactively in the future, that ban must go through the whole legal process of a notice of proposed rulemaking. There's a lengthy process that must occur, and it has to be put out for discussion to the general public. Now, let's say it's July 2026, and the FCC has gone through the entire process of retroactively removing approval for the Mini 5 Pro. And let's assume they choose a date of August 1st, the retroactive ban becomes active. So does your Mini 5 Pro you purchased back in January become a paperweight? Well, this is where things get kind of cloudy. Some experts say no, everything will work just fine. And the worst thing that will happen is that no one will be able to purchase the brand new Mini 5 Pro in the U.S. any longer. But other people have said yes, because it's a ban on using our communication network that will limit how that drone will fly, because it won't be able to communicate with your controller or with your phone. So that aspect is still unknown. Which products will be affected? Personally, I don't think the FCC is going to target drones like the Mini 5 Pro or Mini 4 Pro or the Avata or DJI Action Camera or anything like that. When I think it comes to retroactive actions, I think it's just my opinion. These retroactive bans are going to come into play for drones like the Inspire or Matrice series or other industrial series drones that are typically used for commercial or industrial purposes. The retroactive component will not be a blanket ban, you guys. It will be targeted and focused here. So anything purchased before DJI gets added to the FCC covered entity list, which is December 23rd, will most likely not be affected, at least not consumer drones. After that date, you won't see any newly announced DJI products available in the United States. After that date, you'll still be able to purchase and use products like the Mini 5 Pro. Yes, you find them because it's already received approval, and you'll continue to be able to purchase DJI products after December 23rd, as long as they previously received FCC approval. Again, I'm sorry to keep repeating myself, but I want to be very clear. A retroactive ban involves a process. It won't be an instant ban, and it won't be a blanket ban, and that's how it's supposed to be. And the impact on commercial users is where I think I agree with Russ on this. Final thoughts on the ban. I truly believe DJI products, the majority of its own right now, will be purchasing in the coming weeks, will not be affected at all. That's my honest opinion. But you need to base your purchasing decisions on your own perceived risk. Wouldn't it be nice if you just wake up one day in a couple of weeks and see the news from DJI just passed the government audit and won't be added to the entity list? Then all these videos that people are making, getting us all riled up, including myself, would be for nothing. We just stressed out for no reason. I'd be okay with that. I don't know about you, but I think that'd be pretty cool. Okay. So hit the thumbs up on your way out. All right. All this being said, Ron, okay, Hail Marys have been known to occur at the last minute. We've seen them happen literally.
TikTok got a Hail Mary.
TikTok got a Hail Mary at the 11th hour and 59th minute. And they're still they're functioning. And they did actually find some things with TikTok. So and obviously they got corrected. So I kind of am leaning in Russ's camp here, that I think something's going to happen here. All right. And what I think is going to happen is I think it's going to be multifaceted here. I think they're going to target the commercial drones, like the Inspire, Matrice, and also the DJI agricultural type drones that they have, because a lot of United States farmers use the DJI agricultural drones here because it makes spraying their fields so much easier and precise than even using an airplane. I mean, airplanes
go ahead and hurt the farmers. That makes sense.
Yes, exactly. Let's go ahead and hurt the farmers here. I really think there's going to be some kind of compromise that's going to happen on or around this date. What all it's going to involve, what it's going to entail, who it's going to entail. I don't know that. I don't know. But I really think in this instance, I really think what we're going to see here is I think consumer drones are going to be okay. I think we'll still be able to fly them. I still think we'll be able to get firmware updates for them. I think in the interim, we may have a period where we won't be able to buy them here in the United States through DJI's website. But, if they're already approved, like the Mini 5 Pro, the Mavic 4 Pro, obviously the Neo 2 is coming up, and some other products that are already received FCC approval, okay, I would go ahead and get them. I mean, I wouldn't hesitate. And I really think that come next year, when, if something really comes down with all this, we'll still be able to use them. There won't be any problem with that. And we can always go out to eBay to get batteries, chargers, propellers, that type of thing. But I'm stocking up anyway on the batteries and the props and the chargers. I've got a spare charger, spare batteries for the Mini 5 Pro. I got two extra batteries for the Mavic 4 Pro, a charger, and also the charging station as well too. So it's and Russ is right. A lot of it is how you perceive things with this. Okay. And Ron, this is an area we're walking down our path that we haven't walked before. Okay?
Uncharted territory.
Yeah, it really is uncharted territory. It's like we're going for a trip without a road map or GPS here. All right. And we're hoping that road sign that tells us our destination is X number of miles ahead is really there on this road.
And a lot of people feel the government's against them. The government's not against you. It's a core group of maybe like 3 or 4 or 5 people in the government that are against you.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Hey Bill, I'm looking at the chatter. I'm off topic here in the chatter. They say that their feed this is a small feed. It looks like we're broadcasting from a mobile phone. They say, and on my screen, in the center, I'm seeing the widescreen, but to the left, I'm seeing the small screen they're talking about. It looks like we're broadcasting in like a TikTok type thing.
Yeah, and StreamYard just added this today, and I was forced to do it. I didn't have a choice. Oh. So if you're watching on mobile, you can see us. The size is cut down for mobile, and if you're watching us like on a PC or a desktop or a tablet, it's like the normal size. So that's why you see.
What I'm saying. I think some people are watching it on a computer and they're seeing the mobile version.
Wow.
If I'm reading the comments right.
Yeah, I don't I that I don't know. That I don't know.
Do we have a lot of people watch the show on mobile?
Yeah, I don't know that. That's a good question. If you guys are watching on mobile, if you have like the thinner version of that, drop a comment down there to let us know about that. This is something that StreamYard added today or within the past couple of days, and they're forcing everybody to do this.
Now Joe Noki's saying his is fine, but Bill Thomas says he's seeing the mobile version on a computer.
That's funny. That's
So
funny. I'd have to email StreamYard about that because I have no idea. Like I said,
RJ Redding's on an iPad Pro, and he's even seeing it small.
Okay.
So sorry, folks, we don't know what's going on here. Sorry for people that are seeing us on mobile.
Well, I think I know. I think I can answer that. All right. I think the link that was put out there. All right. There are 2 links for the show tonight because when I went out to YouTube, all right, there was a link for just the short version, and then there's a link for the long version.
Gotcha.
And I think I may have, I may have put that link for that short version out there, and I think that's why some of the people are seeing it like that. So
Drone Stars is saying he can't get the landscape, so maybe go back and get the landscape link instead of the mobile link.
Yeah, let me. You know what?
And Danny Kennedy says he sees 2 versions on YouTube, and that's what I'm seeing, Danny. I'm seeing both versions side by side. I'm seeing the widescreen and then the mobile right beside it. So I was wondering what was going on, Bill. Why I was seeing a double image? I thought I was doing something wrong.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead out here and take a look right now out on.
And KC Crime Fighter says, I always watch from my phone and my smart TV, and you guys are coming up different on my smartphone.
Yeah, now it's coming up here, okay, is 2 live streams. I'm out on my, let me go ahead and see if I can share this here.
Sorry to disrail the show there with that, Bill.
Yeah, no, I want to go ahead and show you guys what I'm seeing right here. Now you can see right here in the middle.
Okay.
Right here, there's 2 of these. Yeah, there's 2 of these right here, and one shows 24 watching, the other one shows 43 watching. And if I were to guess, this is probably the one that I'm going to do. Now, I have the option to do one or both, and I think what I'm going to do next time is I'm just going to do the one. I'm not going to do the other one. Okay. So I apologize to all you guys if there was any confusion about this at all tonight, because I did not mean to do that.
Technical difficulties, they used to always say in the old days, Bill.
Yes, technical difficulties, something, stand by. Technical difficulties. We'll be back in one moment, kind of thing.
So. Speaking of technical difficulties, and I don't want to talk about this for seconds, but did you see the blow up on the internet this weekend? You heard recently that YouTube TV lost their contract with Disney. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're on YouTube TV, you don't get all the Disney channels. That includes ESPN. Well, a whole bunch of people didn't see their football this weekend. In fact, people in my area were outraged last night because they did not get to see the Eagles because they did not have, ESPN on their YouTube TV. So there was a lot of uproar over that struggle between YouTube TV and Disney or whatever. And Disney's been promising a $20 refund, I guess monthly until it's fixed, but that doesn't pacify anybody who didn't get to see the Eagles last night.
So, yeah. Now, what I do, I have ESPN too, because I bought it because some of the Panther games are only going to be on ESPN too. So it's like $12 a month. Right. And it means I can watch it from my laptop or my tablet or my phone if I had to. But I can stream it on my TV as well. But that also picks up ESPN things as well too on there, live broadcasts that are going on. So and you have your choice of being able to do it.
And maybe I can sign the product for you because I'm about to get I'm about to get Disney back because the Beatles anthology is coming out on Disney the night before Thanksgiving with an extra episode this time. So I'm going to be getting my Disney all ready for the re-release and remastering of the Beatles anthology series.
Well, there you go. There you go here. Well, that was, I mean, I think we've kind of covered our topic here. and I'm really going to spend. I think I want to spend some time next week. I do want to talk about Rick's video because Rick's video was equally as good as Russ's. I tossed a coin and we looked at Russ's video. And Russ, I want to thank you for doing that video because I think last week, I kind of let in and I kind of talked about it. And is one of the things that's really been frustrating me is seeing a lot of these, what I'll call they're these tech channels, but they're not really normally drone tech channels. They're coming out there with DJI ban, DJI drone ban. Okay.
Why, Bill? Because they know if they put DJI drone ban in their titles and keywords, that guarantees a lot of clicks.
Exactly. That's why they're doing
even
that.
not telling you anything you didn't know already.
Exactly. And it just and I think Russ and Russ would agree with me here. It's just like don't, we want to get the truth out to you guys, okay? And what I want to say for those of you who may be watching us for the first time or are new to drones or everything, okay, follow a drone reviewer that's been out there, whether it's Marcus or Ron, myself, Johnny, Ray, Bill Thomas, any of us that are out there, Ken Herron, Kelly Shores, Billy Kyle, Ken Dono, follow a channel that covers drones, okay, and get your information from one of those. All right, don't go out there to some tech media channel that that has never covered drones before and saying, oh, disaster, DJI drone disaster, they're banned, or some sensational headline to get you in, and they're telling you the same thing that we're telling you. Okay, they're getting you all hyped up, and we want to pass on that truth to you guys. We want you guys to
just go over to Drone XL and read the articles from Hank Castello. He's a more of a level-headed reporter on these issues.
Yeah, Hay's been really good at reporting that. So so that's where we're at as far as the drones are concerned. Question of the day: what did you think of DJI Status December 23rd is coming? Let me know in the comments section below. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, it's a great day to fly.